Okay, and the first team that I want to take a run through is the team I'm going to be using for this week's squad battles. So obviously FIFA 21's on the way, but we're not going to be playing FIFA 21 the next Tuesday whenever I receive my own copy of it. I've decided not to go on the web app early. I don't have EA Play, so I'm just going to do it from scratch effectively once I've received it. However, in order to get myself ready, what I've tried to do is build a fairly neutral gold squad that I can use in this week's squad battles to get me ready to be able to play with gold rated players again as we go live. So whilst this week I'm not going to be releasing a massive amount of videos outside of this one, as I get ready for FIFA 21, this is the team I'm going to be using for the remainder of the week for all of the squad battles working. Probably my other team that I'll show you shortly will be the one I'll use for rivals. So effectively what we've got is, go through, so we've got Ben Foster goals. He's not brilliant, but at the same time he'll be fine for squad battles. I don't really see there being much of a problem. I bought Aspilicueta to bring him into the club because he was my favourite gold card this year. I would say out of all the gold cards I played with, Aspie was the best. He doesn't have massive pace or anything, but I've got a anchor, I think, in the club, so I'm probably just going to place it on him whenever we're good to go. We then have Otamendi, which I just pulled out of a pack, or at least a pack that you will see later on in the video. We've got Rocco, centre back, and Bernardo, left back. Then we've got my old favourite, my best mate, Madison. Very surprised if he wouldn't get an inform this week, to be honest, but he likely won't know an EA. But I love Madison. I loved his 90 card. I'll always love him in general, just as a player. So he will always be in my squads, as much as possible, just because I love the way that he plays. Tielemans coming in at centre mid. Then we've got James. So he was obviously a flash. No, he wasn't a flashback. He was a future star this year. Great card. So got a summer heat card, I think, as well. I didn't really get along with him because I wasn't used to his pace at that stage. But I could say his gold card definitely has that pace. He's just lacking a little bit, just in general. Especially in regards passing, so we'll probably need to do a bit of work to lift that up. We've got Lingard out on the other side. I've played a game already with this team, and he's very good, so he is. And then I've got my favourite Laka, and I've got my second favourite Bobby up front. And I've just basically got a bench of golds that I had in the club effectively. I'm excited to use this Benzema as well up front with Laka, because and that'll be quite cool as well. So yeah, so this is my team that I'm going to be using this week. You're not going to see any gameplay videos from me this week. I'm going to stream on Saturday night, I think, and that'll be the last stream that we do of FIFA 20. So it's really the FIFA going away party. So I hope to see you there. But we'll now move on to team number 2. Okay, so team number 2 is basically I was bored playing with my proper team, my formation team, the one that I usually play with, and made a decision kind of this week, probably at the weekend actually, just past. You'll see in some of the games for the weekend to play with this team instead. They did very well from a squad battles perspective and also from a rivals perspective as well. So I'll run through those guys. So we've got Cragno and Nets. Now he's just there because I need the link for Chiellini and Delict. Munier, great card, absolutely wonderful work. He's very, very good in general. I really like him. He again was a very early on gold player that I had this year that just did everything that I needed him to do. So he is excellent. We bought Delict for 30k with a shadow already on him. He has been very good alongside Chiellini, who's up next. This card is brilliant. It is absolutely super. I can't say any more about it other than that. His passing is superb. His strength and aggression is right up there. He's a fantastic hitter of the ball. His head and accuracy at 95 there and jumping at 99. He will not be beaten in the air, and that is for sure. I then bought Kolarov, I believe. Did I buy him? Yeah, 1,500. Again, that was just for that link, but also, as you can see, Serbian. And that is to give me a link to my left mid. Right when we've got Gnabry, so I've effectively gone Serie A backline, and then you'll find I've gone Bundesliga for the remainder. So Gnabry, super player, phenomenal passing, great strength and aggression, super pace, great at finesse shots into the corner. So he's very, very good. We love him. Thiago in the middle, again, passing is brilliant, his shooting is brilliant, and his pace is very good as well. So no complaints with him. He really does not only break up play, but he does also he does create a lot from that position. Left mid is Kostic. Again, he's Serbian, so I brought in Kolarov in order to get the links for both Serie A and German 1, the Bundesliga. This guy here is light years ahead of Pulisic as a card in this game. He is fantastic. He's one of the best left mids that I've worked or played with, and whilst I'll always go back to Pulisic at some point, you know, I always do. This guy's really floating my boat at the minute. Del Piero is normal, coming out of the normal team. Stoichkov coming out of the normal team as well. I always keep those two up front because I like to be able to choose my striker to play with, because they just give him perfect links every time. But obviously we're going to go with the 99 Lewandowski because we are working here. Now, since I've built this team and put him in it, he's completely come alive. I don't know what's happened when I put him in my normal team. He doesn't play anywhere near as good as he has done up front for this team. So very, very pleased with that team. So I'm pretty much going to be using that one the whole way out for Rivals, probably, just to get a feel for it. And also I'll go back to my normal team then from there. Okay, so I've got my bench is really just the players that I normally play with whenever it's all said and done. Okay, so that's the end of the team section. So that's stuff that I'm using at the minute and I'm working at the minute. We're just going to move on now to some post-comm gameplay. We're back with the post-comm gameplay. So first up, there was 2 objectives that we needed to play this week. That was get 2 and score 2 goals in Rivals for the week silver, I believe it was, and then play an online friendlies match. So that's what we've got here. As you can see, we go 1 down pretty much right away in the game, but that's okay. We kind of bring it back again. Thierry Henry, or Thierry Henry, in case people on Twitter shout at me again, was the wonder player really for me in this game. Really needed him up front. He was just absolutely super all round. Again, the guy was playing then came back again and made it 2-1 with a really stupid bit of play from me there. Really terrible defending, to be quite honest with you. But we do pull it back again, and this seems to be the way the game goes. I mean, that's going to bring us on to 2-each again with Henry scoring again. Spoiler alert, this is an 8-goal thriller, this one. Bring it back to 2-each, go into the second half. Again, stupid defending on my part, very easy goal to score for them. But there you go, look, it is what it is, there's nothing really we can do about it. They then score again, as you'll see in a wee second, to bring it up to 4-2. Again, bad defending on my part. That's the area where I need to really get involved more than anything else. And then it was up to me really to try and get the game back on track again. And again, Thierry Henry was instrumental really in that. So he was. Without him, you know, if there's a hat-trick he scored. Without him, we wouldn't have pulled it back. And then here we've got Thiago coming through with a 4th goal. And yeah, finished that one 4-each. But I got the 2 goals, so that's all that matters ultimately in the long run. So of course then that allowed us to achieve that part of the silver rewards. We also got a couple of XP from a few other areas as well, for a few other bits and pieces. So next up we move into the online friendly games, and I hate to play the online friendly games. They're just the worst, to be quite honest with you. This guy, I have to say, was an excellent player, excellent passer of the ball, very difficult to cut down passing lanes with him, gained stupid goals to give away in general, but ultimately he was by far a better player. De Bruyne scoring there with a fairly easy tap in after I lost the ball. Here on my part, bad passing, really, when it's all said and done. And they were able to pass it straight through. Now this is where he got cocky, and this is what the reason why I don't like this is that due to the toxicity most of the time. This dude gets cocky now, thinking that he can take me on and do all the rest of it, and then he makes a mistake, which we punish. Look, he's running out with his keeper. He was trying to play with his keeper the whole way through. Makes a mistake, which gets punished, and we bring it back 2-1, but we do end up getting beaten anyway. But that gave me a goal, which I needed, to be honest, simply because we wanted to complete the daily objectives. So I was more than happy with that being completed, to be honest with you, from there. That took us up onto level 9. Level 24, I think it is. Give us a couple of packs, so we'll just bang through these packs now and see what we get. This one's good. And we do get boards, and it's a walkout, and it's French. It's a centre forward, and it's from Real Madrid, and we get Karim Benzema, who goes straight on to my gold team bench, as you'll have seen earlier on in the video. So delighted with that. And again, then we have a separate pack coming out of the levels. So we'll go through this one, and then we're going to move on to my Elite 3 Squad Battles rewards, because that's where we got to this week. There you go, nothing too major in that pack, so I will see you all in a mo. And we are back. So we did do Elite 3 for Squad Battles this week. So we get a Mega Pack 2 Premium Players Packs and 12,000 coins. So we're just going to whack into the packs right now and give it a wee blast. First up, we'll do the first Premium Gold. Let's see if we get something nice from this bad boy, all being well. Okay, no boards to start off with. Who do we get? Oh, we get Zahavi. So something quite interesting about Zahavi actually is that he's one of the first players I ever packed in this game. I see we get Ferran Torres in there as well, which is quite interesting. It's a UCL card, and it's a... Is it a City card as well? It is a Man City card as well, yep. He's been terrific for us with his wee card. So into the second one. Let's see what we've got. Any boards? No boards on this one either. Well, we do pull Jesse Lingard. He'd go straight into my gold team, no problem. Yeah, again, not a bad few pulls. We James is in there as well. Danilo too. Going to another nice wee team as well if we were using them all. And last of all, we got a mega pack before we move on to some live gameplay with my new gold team that I was going through earlier on. You got boards, and it's Argentina centre back. Man City. It's Otamendi. Very nice. Take him, put him in the goal squad as well. He'll go nicely beside Rocco, who I also have in the club, so that'll be pretty cool. Nacho Fernandez in there as well, so that's pretty good. Okay, boys, that was the Elite 3 rewards for this week. We're now going to move on to a live Squad Battles game where I'm going to be playing with my new goal team. So I will see you all in a mo. We are back. As I was just saying, this is a Squad Battles game with our gold team. Let's see. Playing on professional level as always, so let's see where we're at. As long as this team is concerned anyway.
And we're featuring a FUT Squad Battles match. I certainly can't wait for this, Lee.
Well, thank you, Derek. Don't you just love the squad battle games? Really important in the first 10 minutes to get a grip on what's going on. Looking forward to it, Derek.
Running towards goal. And he knows he must thump it away. Working brilliantly as a team to force the clearance. It will be a throw. The line-up then for the hosts. It looks pretty orthodox, Lee.
Yeah, I love this formation, 4-4-2. The two main strikers will stay close together. The fullbacks will link up with the wide players.
Tielemans,
Two holding
bring it.
midfielders sit in front of the centre-backs.
What?
Very solid look about this team.
Ah, come on. Sure didn't even touch him. Was that about?
And introducing the visitors line.
Yes, so as I was saying earlier in the video, the whole point of this is to get used to goal team again, because I want to ensure that I'm ready for FIFA 21. Oh, what a save there from Naka. So I built a goal squad with a couple of good strikers, as I would expect to have, in order to start to get used to it. I'm going to play all of the squad battle games this week with this team. So we will see how we get on.
Well, the fans have been wondering how this might go. It is his debut game. What should we be looking for from him today, Lee?
Well, they were looking a bit thin.
Delightful pass. Lingard. That's a very fine claim.
Terrible
Under
ball,
pressure.
Lingard. That's okay. I played a friendly game actually earlier with this team, and Lingard played very well. Otamendi is a block though. Tielemans.
They've given it away. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. It's got to be. Excellent
ball.
goalkeeping following the chip.
Oh, he's read it brilliantly well. Really has. Knew what the player was going to do. Great save.
Now Lacazette.
That's the ball.
Firmino. Real chance. Just being clean through.
How'd you miss it, you tube?
Sometimes, Derek, one-on-one, you have too much time to think about
Unlucky.
it. Side foots it, he should score.
Unlucky boy. Tielemans is also a tank by the looks of it. Marcus Rojo.
Over the touchline for a throw-in. Well, the keeper should grab hold of it. James. Lacazette. Decent progress with the ball at his feet. And he takes it on.
Didn't mean to shoot there, so I meant to take it
finishing
round
like
him.
that, Lee.
No, it's not about the goalkeeper, it's about that poor effort. That really is awful.
Well, so far they've got the pace. That's a start. That's a great start, to be honest. It's sometimes the pace is the most important thing.
Madison with it. And fed
Oh, what a
forwards.
ball. That's got to be a
The
goal.
opening
There we
goal.
go.
Due reward
That's
for
1-0.
the efforts.
Well, they've made the pressure
Delighted
count.
with
They
that,
really
have to
deserve
say.
this lead.
Was not expecting to start so
game
early.
Promising looking ball. And Lacazette. Will he find the net?
Offside, probably.
He's just veered into an
Yep,
offside
offside.
position this time. Couldn't hang on to it. Plenty of running room in the wide position. Taking care of business defensively
Okay.
here.
Yeah, we're not doing too badly.
And Roberto Firmino's in there. Can they slot it home?
Okay.
Very effective clearance.
Getting Aspie in there.
Tielemans. Firmino. And they will be awarded
What?
a free
Thought
kick
that was
for
mine. Oh well.
In full control of the ball here.
Bernardo.
Terrific block.
Ah,
Really a very poor ball. Shot attempted.
great play.
To it easily, the keeper.
And then Otamendi.
Excellent
Ball for
vision.
Bobby.
And he's in. Still a chance. And up for grabs off the keeper.
Ooh, thought that was me in again there.
Not what he was intending. Bad pass. And dispossessed.
Too much.
Sustained pressure, and now they have the ball. Now Lacazette. O'Brien. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it
Rocco.
out.
Say Rocco's not too bad. The other good thing about it as well is the test players for next year's game as well, because it's likely we're going to get quite a lot of these players, given that we're going to be building a Premier League team. So sometimes it's better just to play with them early on and see, get ready to set up a team that I might like to work towards. And Rocco looks quite good. Otamendi as well. That's the ball there for Laka. Wow.
Well, he's had an absolute nightmare there. The goal's in front of him, just hit it.
Well, great read there to intercept.
Tackle out of Mendy.
And as a result,
we have learnt from Pep, obviously.
That could
very
well
good.
Be his final warning. He's got to tread carefully from here on in.
Well, he has, yeah, but it's quite easy for the referees to throw yellow cards around willy-nilly, but not on this occasion.
The referee has decided that 2 additional minutes are in order.
That's it.
Firmino, real chance.
There you go again.
He's got to score.
There we go.
The goals
You finesse in the corner from Bobby. Not bad.
They're going to throw this away now. Absolutely.
There we go.
And that's
It's half time.
the first half here.
Let's see who we're doing for Stam. And not Yap Stam. Okay, we're not doing great for Stam and the old defenders, so we might end up having to take a few off.
And so the second half commences here. And it was one-way traffic in the first half. They're going to need all their time if they have designs on a comeback.
The hosts have had the lion's share of possession, really starting to dictate the tempo of this game now. And they're creating chances as well. I'm not sure their opponents seem to have the answer, to be honest. They can't seem to get a foothold in this game.
And that was a very fine read. Tackling like that.
Yeah, Otamendi was never getting away with that one. Not after he was shaded out before half-time mark. Good ban.
Tielemans. Lacazette. Roberto Firmino. Untidy in possession. And slipped through beautifully. Well, he saw the whites of the keeper's eyes and the whites of his outstretched gloves. Great goalkeeping.
Well, he's denied a certain goal there. Great reflexes from the keeper.
Lost it.
Well, we're all looking at the forwards to win games.
Happy to take on the shot. And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick.
Can't believe he actually got that, to be honest with you. Can't believe he actually got it.
What a performance.
And we're underway again. This game very much over as a contest. Not a good pass. Lingard. Firmino. Might be a chance here. Giving it a try.
Oh, let's see it, goalie.
Great goalkeeping.
Oh, he can't believe the goalkeeper saved that. That's brilliant.
Not really the ideal clearance.
Yeah, Aspie
Ronaldo
again.
on the ball.
He is a fantastic defender, Aspie, so he is.
Nice switch of play. And showing fine vision.
Oh!
Well, fortune didn't favour him.
Tielemans again. Unlucky boy.
Well, he's really unlucky. It was worth an effort, that's for sure.
An important interception. Robson with it. flirting with more than a bit of danger following that challenge. He's already been booked. It was a big decision for the referee. A booking previously, but just a free kick. An attempt like that, never likely to trouble the keeper.
No, he's got his positioning right, but it was a poor shot in the end.
Well,
it's a ball for James.
He might profit from here, you know. Surely.
There it is, number 5. That's why you need him. That's why you need that pace. That's why that pace is super, super important.
Well, as they restart the game, it's fair to say the gulf in quality between the two sides has been huge. Top-notch tackle.
What a tackle, Rocco.
Roberto Firmino. Can they switch to an even higher gear? And Roberto Firmino's in there. Well, he failed to get it away properly. So 20 minutes to go. Quick thinking to dispossess his opponent. It might be. It could be up for grabs. It's with Roberto Firmino. Tremendous ball played through. And now can he keep calm?
There we go. Number 6 from Laka. Let's get the defenders sorted out here. We'll take Otamendi off in case he gets sent off. We're bringing on Fernandez instead. There we go, just in case.
They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench.
Substitution for the host. Coming off the pitch, number 14.
Inside the last quarter of an hour.
Coming onto the pitch.
Robson with it. Given away.
Nacho Fernandez.
Lingard. It's with Roberto Firmino. An authoritative challenge. Poor attempt at a pass, really.
Turbo.
And they'll get ready for the throw-in.
That's okay, that was much better than I thought.
Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. Lacazette. James Maddison. James moving forward effectively.
I'll do this.
So now a corner.
Xhaka coming on for Mads.
So the corner played into the box.
Mads.
Well, the header, but a comfortable save for the goalkeeper.
Yeah, he has to do better than that. I could have saved that, Derek.
Marcos Rojo. Lingard. Whatever it takes to keep them out. Goalkeeper's ball every day of the week. It's with Roberto Firmino. Giving it a try.
Ooh.
Almost what you might call a jaw-dropping save.
Oh, he's got no right to make that save. It's absolutely fantastic.
And he's kept it out, fully stretched, somehow reaching it. Given away. Shot attempted. Into the goalkeeper's grateful grasp at the second time of asking, but first time around,
quite like this team, honest. I
No,
don't
it's a
feel that
fabulous
see there's
save
any
initially.
issue with them at
Gets
all.
the ball in the end with great relief.
Ah,
You know, I don't think the goalkeeper will be the slightest bit bothered by that effort.
Well, he won't want to watch that on the replay, I tell you. He was way
Mr.
wide there.
Bittencourt coming on. I pack him 1,000 million times a year, so let's have a wee go with him and see what he's like.
Given it away. And the referee has added on 2 minutes of stoppage time.
2 minutes.
Robson with it. He knows how to carry out his defensive tasks. Rojo. And on the back of that particular challenge, will the referee let the matter rest there?
Always worth a go, even with a defender. Even with a defender. Should have given it to Jesse Lingard, I suppose. That's it. Okay, that should have brought us hopefully to the next level, all being well. Assuming everything goes to plan. Pick up a few coins there. Take us up nicely to bronze 2 is where we've ended up after that game. Okay, so I think the XP now should take me up. Yeah, to complete. Yeah, it does indeed. I don't even need the objective. Okay, boys, as always, if you like what you've seen in this video, thank you so much for hanging out with me this year on the old FIFA. We'll do the wee player pack in a wee second once we have claimed our level 25 celebration. Let's see what it looks like. Good old Laka. Oh yeah, baby. Get in, get in. And we will take it and stick it in the club for now. As always, if you like what you've seen here, click that like button for me. We'll finish off this video with a 1-player pack that usually doesn't get us very much, but we'll hopefully get a board. So let's have a wait look and see what happens. No board as I thought. Do we get another player for the team? Ah, Wakehorst. He'll not fit in the team, but there you are. Okay, guys. I will see you for the stream on Saturday night. Catch you all again very, very soon.